All right, welcome back to Weekly Bangers with Al. My name is Mike, and I'm here with Cahill and Gronk. This is the show where each week we spin a wheel that consists of 500 of the greatest albums of all time, according to Rolling Stones. We then listen to the album for the week, and then come back here each Sunday and review the album and rank it in our tier list. The goal of this channel is just to discover some great music, so we hope that you guys listen to the albums each week with us and just join us in this journey. Quick disclaimer, we are not music pros, we are just average listener Joes. This week we are reviewing Marquee Moon by Television. Alright, Colin, do you want to take it away with some background to this album?
So yeah, the album's Marquee Moon by Television. Television rose to fame during like the height of the punk rock movement in New York City in the 70s. It's another debut album. We've kind of got a lot of those recently. And Tom Verlaine, who's the frontman of the band, he was like a pretty meticulous person. So he was very heavy on them doing like several takes to get things right, especially for the song Marquee Moon. So it's basically the complete opposite of Black Sabbath from last week. They just did like one take pretty much for everything.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the complete other side end of the spectrum. And the album wasn't an instant success. It peaked at 92 on the Billboard Top 100. And then it kind of started gaining more traction in the 90s when there was like the post-punk era. And then again in the 2000s. And yeah, by the 2000s, it was considered like a real landmark album in rock and roll history.
Gronk, what did you think of the album?
I thought it was very good. Very enjoyable listen. And actually, weirdly enough, the first time I listened through it, or maybe even the first couple of times, I didn't think it was nearly as good as I do now. So it grew on me a lot. Which actually a couple of albums have done that we've reviewed and stuff. So I don't know if that's just like says that music is some kind of acquired taste, but yeah, I did end up enjoying it a lot, especially like my last couple spins there. Very groovy, jazzy, melodic. I really like a lot of the guitar riffs in it. Yeah, I don't think it's overcomplicated or anything, but it's done right, like what they're aiming to do, and short and sweet as well. So
yeah,
I did really enjoy this album.
Cool. Cahill?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. Definitely agree that I didn't like it as much on first listen, but it also grew a lot on me, even all the way to today. And yeah, definitely guitar is the main thing of it. I wouldn't say it's basic at all though. Still, the guitar is quite intricate. Probably the kind of main thing on the album. But yeah, it's really good, very consistent as well. I thought every single song again was a really good song. And yeah, more so than the other albums from the 70s I've heard, I would say.
Yeah, this is
Mike, what do you think?
maybe.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of the opposite, where when I first listened to it, and the first couple of times I listened to it, I thought I would like it more than I did by the end of it. I think, yeah, instrumentally it's class. There's some like really cool things, the guitar in it and the bass in it and everything, really cool. The vocals are kind of weird at times, which I like. At times, like it can be kind of hit or miss for me, like some of the vocals in songs. Like some songs I think just sound so cool, but then I think like the vocals kind of just like bring it down a bit. I don't know. I liked it overall. I think, yeah, there's a lot of like really cool like riffs and stuff, but I didn't love it.
I thought the same with the vocals at the start. Like Torn Curtain, for example, or even like Friction, sort of the way he delivers some of those lines.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, I don't know if I vibe with it. But then it all grew on me. Like,
That's so funny. Those would be like the two main songs I was gonna say something similar to you, except say the exceptions to it are those exact two songs you just named. I think they're the best vocals on the whole album.
That's interesting.
I would say they're
Because it's the
different
most
anyway.
catchy. The vocals are the most catchy
Yeah.
in those two songs, I think.
Yeah.
They're definitely different.
I do
yeah.
like how
Overall, well, not really. It's very, very much like kind of how all the 70s kind of punk bands are like with their vocals.
I
In
think,
fact, it's more so singing than like Gang of Four or something, where it's like nearly talking. Sort
and
of.
I like that in
Yeah.
general. I think I like this style of music more than I particularly like this album. And it's weird. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I do like the album. I do want to clarify that.
I'd say out of all the punk albums I've listened to, this is the most tolerable, to be honest.
Tolerable.
Most tolerable. You're saying it's really good at the start.
It is. No. I don't mean that. It lets like the guitar do a lot of the talking, and some really nice melodies with that. Like we're
Grand.
listening to
Both
the
songs.
album Marquee Moon by Television. Like I don't know if you were listening to like a different album or something.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one we're on this week, though. Right?
Oh, you probably thought we were on Enter the Wu-Tang, wasn't it?
Wait, is that not what we're doing this week? Oh,
No.
Oh god.
Don't worry, the
listening to the wrong
F tier will
album.
stay empty for now.
I do think I think the instrumental big time carries this album personally. Because I do
That's
think
what I
that
thought
all
from
the
Black
instrumental is
Sabbath when you
class.
clowned me
So
then.
good. Yeah.
You know what?
Well,
Maybe I'm agreeing with your point here. You said the instrumentals kind of carried for this
yeah.
album.
Mhm.
The guitar. I suppose all of my favorite parts would be like the solos.
Mhm.
I mean, I do still kind of disagree with you.
No, but I do like the vocals a lot of the time, but it was hit or miss for me.
Mhm.
Sometimes I loved it, and then sometimes
Yeah.
I just didn't think it added much to the song, and I think it brought down the song a little bit for me.
I didn't once think that it's getting like samey or repetitive, really.
Same, yeah.
Maybe at the start I thought it was a bit boring before it grew on me.
I think I was saying to you before, Grant, I think that's the cool thing about music. I think it's like the only like media that gets better the more you do it or use it, you know, like as in I think like movies gets boring the more you watch it, the more boring it will get because you're predicting it. Like books, anything. But music, I think just the more you listen to like a particular like music, I don't know, I guess it's like the familiarity and you pick up more things. I think it just gets better with each one, and I think that's a cool thing about music. Okay, let's get into our top songs. So we each give 2 honourable mentions, and then after that we each give our top 3 songs. Gronk, take it away. What are your honourable mentions?
I like that it says Marge favorite songs.
I forgot to change it, to be honest.
I will say before talking about favorite songs, there's only one song on the album that I sort of didn't like as much.
Okay.
And I just wanted to mention it. It's Elevation. Well, it's not bad, but I just don't think it lives up to the rest.
Yeah, it's a weird one for me because I like it, but I also really don't like it.
That's one where I think the way he delivers his lines or like the vocals, I think, don't do justice to the song.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
fair.
the
That was a
prime
good
example.
good one to pick out, I think. Elevation is more like Gang of Four. It'd be like a song from Entertainment. I think that is the problem.
Yeah.
He sings in that sort of way.
Yeah.
There's no like change. Really.
Yeah.
It's like, you see, the thing about that
It's
song,
when the hook is the same. When the hook is like the exact same as the stuff he sang before.
yeah.
That's when it becomes like.
The thing about that song
Yeah.
is, I think the instrumental in that song is unreal. I think, like the bass line in it is sick. It's so cool. So nice. The guitar in it is so nice. The like leading into the chorus and coming out of the chorus, and the solo and stuff. But yeah, it is the vocals in it that I just think are just so, just boring and just not
Crap.
good. Yeah, they're just like, don't add anything to the song. It really is
Shit,
annoying
is it?
because I think if the album, or sorry, if the song was just completely different vocally, I think it would be definitely in like up there. But
Yeah. My top 5 anyway, I have 2 different lists. One of them I wrote 2 days ago, and one of them I wrote 30 minutes ago, and they're 2 completely different lists except for the number 1 song. Actually, the album grew like so much on me exponentially. I think if I listened to it another 10 times, it'd be my favorite album ever.
I know. I
the
actually have that.
universe.
I'm not even joking. I have that feeling with it too. I could listen to this for a lot longer,
Yeah,
and it will get way better. Definitely.
my first honorable mention is See No Evil. I think it's a great opener to the album and very memorable sort of hook, I guess, or whatever the music term for that is. Like the way it opens, the guitar, I think is very good. Sets the tone well for the album. And then my other honorable mention is Guiding Light. So I think a really nice, clean melody. It's very, very chill song. I really like how this is considered like a punk album, I suppose, but there's so much less going on, I think, than other punk albums I've heard. Like other punk albums I've heard just feel so loud, and
Depends.
I mean
What do you?
that's the style of it, I
Do you
suppose.
just mean like the
But
Ramones
like I'm
and
thinking
stuff?
of the Ramones straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very busy, but this is like not busy.
This is like a mix between the Ramones and Gang of Four.
Best of both worlds kind of deal. Isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
What would be your Mike? What would be your honorable mentions?
So my number 5 is Friction. Just the guitar in that at the start is really really cool. Yeah, I like the energy in it. It's good, I guess. My number 4 is Torn Curtain. It's a cool song. I like the chorus. It's very dramatic, very cool. Don't think the verses are as great or as exciting. Besides until the fourth verse when the cat comes in. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. No, it's like
No.
No, I
guitar, but
actually
it's
don't either.
it's guitar, but it sounds like a cat just saying meow over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That cat actually
That's
had
cool,
a
actually.
better performance in that verse than Tom Verlaine in the rest of the. Oh.
Wow.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Disrespect.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, cool song. Cool song. Colin, what about you?
I'm really not happy with it, to be honest. Now, but anyway, first honorable
It's your
mention
list, anyway.
is Torn Curtain. Yeah, pretty good. Also, yeah, the chorus is the main reason why. It's really good. There's something cool and like emotional or something about it when he says rolling back the years. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then number 4, this might be controversial now. Number 4, I have Venus.
Okay. Yeah, that
Really
is. I feel
nice.
like pretty.
That is. Yeah, like I feel like if I did it tomorrow, to be honest, it would be higher up. I don't know. I just struggled to rank them quite a lot.
Gronk, what are your top 3?
Third is Friction. I like the lyrics of that song and what they imply, I suppose. I think the way he delivers his vocals there, the way he delivers his lines is very unique, but I really like it. And then number 2 for me is Prove It. Really grew on me in the last couple of days there. Really enjoy that song. Really like the guitar solo bits, as with all the songs really. But and number 1 for me has to be Marquee Moon. Their 10-minute podcast song. Not to compare now to Black Sabbath, who also had a 10-minute song, Warning, but I think this one is executed a lot better, to be honest. Kind of had my attention the whole way through. Just the way it builds up to the end, like the guitar is absolutely incredible, really. So, yeah, really enjoy that song. That's the definitive list there, anyways. So that's the objectively correct one. So, Mike, let's see if yours is
I might
the
have to
same.
change mine around a bit, so it's a
Yeah, couple adjustments there on the fly.
yeah. Well, I have to get rid of both songs. What the hell? You didn't have Venus in it at all. I
Oh,
just
wow.
realized.
Yeah.
I knew you would think that's controversial.
Wow. Yeah, I was thinking Cahill's was
Yeah.
controversial putting it at 4, and then I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I thought I was as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
That's why I had to keep quiet when you said that.
Yeah.
It was controversial. I was like, no, trust me, it's fun.
No, man, it's actually a good take. Yeah. So my number 3, I have Prove It. I don't know. This song makes me happy for some reason. I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool song.
Yeah.
It's unique. And I like all like the stops in the choruses and stuff. It's cool. I like it. It makes me happy. My number 2 is Marquee Moon. Didn't quite make the number 1 spot. Fun little fact about this song actually. In the first 2 choruses, he kind of says, so in the first chorus he ends it by saying that he stands underneath the Marquee Moon just waiting. In the second chorus he says that he's hesitating. But then in the third chorus he says, but I ain't waiting, and that's like a little nod to the fact that he's like passing on the baton to the listener, who now has to wait for 4 fucking minutes for this dude to finish his guitar solo. Holy shit, this long guitar solo, holy shit.
Yeah, but it's so good, isn't it?
It's
Well, you don't.
It's
you don't
too long.
Think so anyway?
It is too long, honestly. I think it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's good enough to justify 4 minutes of the song, personally.
I think it's good enough to justify 40 minutes if they just kept going forever. And
I think
ever.
it's really good as well. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with that. I do get why you would think there was.
I think there's like more interesting ones in the album. I think if they cut it down to 2 minutes, it would have still been a long solo, and I don't know. But
they should cut it down to like 10 seconds so we can like digest it easily with like short form content.
What's it called? After the chorus beforehand, there was like a 10-second long solo. Epic. I will say I like in the solo when it ends, but like actually, when it ends and then like the piano comes in, and then there's like little guitar plucks and stuff. That sounds cool. And then like all
there's
the
like
music,
those like
and then
cool starry kind of
it's class.
Yeah,
sounds really nice. And then it like completely stops, and then the instruments like come back in. That's cool too. But yeah, no, I like the song a lot actually. Obviously, it's my number 2. And then my number 1 is Venus. It would be funny if I didn't put it in there as well, but I think it's a really nice song. I like the bright melodic guitar in it. I really like the analogy of falling into the arms of Venus de Milo. So Venus de Milo is a statue of the goddess of love in Roman mythology. So in the song he says he like fell into the arms of Venus de Milo, so he fell into love, I guess. But the Venus de Milo is an armless statue. She doesn't have any arms. So I guess it's like, how I take it is that like he's falling into the arms of someone who like can't support him. And then at the end of the song,
reciprocate it.
Yeah, and then at the end of the song he says that he stood up and walked out of the arms of Venus de Milo. So he kind of got out of that relationship. I think that's class. It's really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
Analogy.
Yeah, he's got there's a lot of cool like clever little lyrics. I think more than I thought there would be, definitely. I wouldn't call it like quite poetry, but definitely.
I wouldn't either, but
exceeded my expectations in that regard. Tea's gone cold.
Why?
My tea's just gone.
I'm wondering why, is it? Nice one, Mike.
Thanks.
Good reference.
Thanks.
So my number 3 is Friction. I think it's really good. Good chorus. Really intense song. Really good. Then number 2 is See No Evil. Really good introduction to the album. Good guitar in it as well. Kind of shows you what the album's going to be about. And then number 1, I have Marquee Moon, which initially, if we had done this 2 days ago, or maybe even yesterday, Marquee Moon wouldn't have been my number 1. But I just thought it actually is class. The more I listen to it, the better it is. And again, it's probably the song you could listen to the most without getting sick of it on the entire album. I think.
Which is
There's
crazy for being
loads going on.
10.5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But it's all really good. And I think it's probably the most meaningful song, even though I haven't delved like massively into the lyrics of it. It definitely seems like the most intricate one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Is there anything that you left out?
Some songs I left out. I thought See No Evil, the guitar in that is really, really cool. And that's about it, I thought. What else?
Otherwise unremarkable.
Yeah, I think so, to be honest. Yeah.
I have to say, I think I would have dropped it down the list as well if I listened more. It was just one of the ones that immediately hooked me the most. But I started liking other songs more after a while. But it's just so hard to balance that out and decide like what goes where. It's just really difficult. I completely get that with See No Evil. I started disliking it more.
Yeah.
Or not disliking it more, but just thinking other songs were closer to it or better the more I listened.
Yeah. Like, to be fair, the guitar is class in it. Like,
it is, yeah.
Guiding Light is a song that grew on me a lot as well. Then I thought throughout a lot of the week I thought it was a bit of a non-event song, but I actually think it's a really nice song now. And a pretty cool thing was I had never heard of this album before in my life, never heard of Television before, a song from them at all. And then I was sitting on the couch during this week after we had spun this album, and on the radio came Guiding Light by Television, and I couldn't believe it, because I was like, what are the chances of that? What a coincidence.
That's not even one of the biggest songs on the album. I'm sure not the biggest anyway.
Just my second cousin, he does the local radio, he watches the channel, so he figured he'd throw that on. There's actually, Cahill did one of those things where you'll have to like pay to send in a text and request a song.
Yeah.
So he picked a song that's not even
on the list.
I split the bill on Reveille with you there. Send it on. It was $2.50.
Well, the radio wouldn't play Marquee Moon. They said it's more like a podcast than an actual song.
Yeah.
The Marquee Moon, the song, sorry, not the album.
Gronk, was there any songs that you left out that you'd like to talk about?
Venus, I suppose, would have been number 6 for me. Now that you both mentioned it there, and Mike, it's your number 1 song, maybe I'm peer pressure now into putting it top 3 or something.
It's perfect.
No, I saw Venus is another great song. Porn Cart, again, grew on me a lot. Yeah, grew on me a lot towards the end. Thought it was kind of stupid the first time I heard it. Now I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. Very deep.
All right, are we ready to rank the album? This will be interesting now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't really know where you're going to be.
I am, yeah.
I'm between two. So.
Hopefully Mike just doesn't say F now and throw a spanner in the works.
We'll see. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
3.
Yes. 2.
1.
B.
Oh, nice.
Was it all of us?
Good job, Cahill.
I said
No,
D.
he said D.
D. Oh God, no. No way. I would.
Yeah, that's an absolute joke.
When I said between 2 as well, it was A or B, not.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was like
wrong.
Might choose A, and I would just have agreed with that and said like no point.
I think B is a great home for this album.
I think so too.
Okay.
I think it could easily be A though. I wouldn't question it.
Maybe with further listening, but I don't think it's.
I think it would grow. Honestly, I think it would stay good for longer than some albums we even would put above it.
I'm happy to throw it in there with Bob Dylan. Like, I think they'd be good neighbors. Like,
it's kind of a problem for me. I feel like I don't know if I will be going back to this album too many times. I think I don't know why. It just didn't really fully connect with me. And like obviously a lot of the parts of the album I think are better than a D, but it's just the fact I just didn't fully connect with it that I ranked it low. And also keep in mind that this is a tier list of the greatest albums of all time. You know, that's like D is still like it's still a positive rating.
Yeah.
So we're keeping it at a B, are we?
I suppose so.
Nice. How does that make you feel, Mike? After last week, I said Black Sabbath was a C, and it's now an A.
Yes, it's the same thing.
It's weird. Like so far, the tier list has been working in my favor. This is the first album that hasn't gone into where I wanted it, so that sucks.
Yeah. But I knew that was going to happen from the very start.
Yeah. So no, it's cool. It's just the way it works. It's a group tier list. It's the weekly bangers tier list. So it's our collective opinion. So it's the right opinion. I guess it's the right place for it to go because it's our collective opinion.
Yeah, it's objective.
It's objectively a B.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mike. Thanks for your input anyway.
It's also a B plus, I'd say.
What do you think it's? Oh, that's actually true. Is it better or worse than Bob Dylan then?
I'd have it below.
I'd have it below as well. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like I actually do think by just quality of half of the Bob Dylan album, I actually think it's the best one we've done overall. But it just doesn't continue on it
Yeah.
as well.
That's been like the most bipolar one, I think. Like the best songs are
Definitely, yeah.
really, really good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the non-best songs are sort of, they're alright.
Yeah.
Well, you just set the bar so high, like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
is it time?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
time.
time, yeah.
Let's see what we have for next week.
Bedtime.
Bedtime. All right.
Bedtime.
See you guys. All right. Let's
See
see.
ya.
See ya.
See what
Good
we
night.
have.
Done with spinning the wheel. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.
All right. Let's see what we got. Risque?
What?
Risque?
What?
Risky.
By Cheek? Chick?
Risky
I don't know how to
Chick.
pronounce either of these words.
Risque by Chick.
No, another 70s album.
No, this is exciting, yeah.
Let's see.
And they seem to be popular.
Oh, it's disco music. That's interesting. Okay, cool.
Oh, cool.
So that's exciting. We are now going to listen to Risque by Chick. I don't know. We'll figure out how to pronounce it for the next video as well. We'll listen to it for the week. We hope you guys listen to this album for the week as well, and then come back here on Sunday to hear our thoughts and see what we have to say. Yeah.
Join us next Sunday for plenty of chicks. We'll have loads of chicks with us. You wouldn't want to miss out.
So we are also going to be reviewing Mac Miller's new album Balloonerism as well, coming out on Friday. So be there
His
for that as well.
post-Thomas album.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and all of that. And we will see you
And
next
watch.
Friday, actually.
Hopefully watch.
And watch. Please watch.
The
Yeah,
big hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for
Bye
watching.
bye bye.
Bye bye bye. Bye bye.
All right, nice, yeah.
Ding.